Hello, everybody, and welcome to R&R Movie Review, where today I'm going to do my top list from the first half of the year, my top 10 for the first half of the year, and I have a bonus. I'm going to do Superman with mild spoilers today. Uh, Thank you for watching this video, and here we go. At number 10, I got 28 Years Later. Uh, it was basically a later movie that came out later of the first half of the year, and I really enjoyed the concepts and everything, and I enjoyed the horror movie aspect, and I think I is at a good place at number 10. For number 9, I have Companion, which came out at the beginning of the year and was a really great start to the year. It is I guess you can say a sci-fi horror movie, which I really enjoyed and I really got into. Um, Number 8 is The Monkey, which came out a little later after Companion. This thing it's a horror movie, but it's like Final Destination, but on well, not even on 10. It's just like a little souped up Final Destination, and I enjoyed almost every minute of it. For number 7, ironically, I have Final Destination Bloodline. I didn't think I was going to like this movie at first. Well, until I knew Tony Todd was attached to it as his last film, which uh, gave it bonus points for me. Um, it was funny. It was innovative with his kills. It moved fast, and I really liked it. And I'm looking forward to the next one, maybe. Number 6 is Captain America: Brave New World. This one came out around, I believe, around March or maybe February during Black History Month. So I guess I had that going for it. I like this movie. It was decent. It was decent. It wasn't the best movie, no, but it had very good scenes and it was very, I guess you could say it had camaraderie, a lot of good camaraderie in it between Anthony Mackie's Captain America character and Carl Lumley's Captain, well, the older Captain America. It was very timely. It was a little jumbled, but I understood. What can I say? It did it for me. I don't know about for almost everybody else, but it did do it for me. Um, Next up, mm, mm, mm. Next up for me was Thunderbolts, which came out in early May. I really this one right here. Yep. I really like this movie. I like the things that it was trying to say as far as mental health and I guess somebody being there for you. It's a small thing, but it's a big thing at that. I mean, everybody shouldn't go through this thing alone by themselves. They should be at least have somebody to talk to or lean on when they need it. And obviously, one character in particular needed it real bad. So I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed all the characters in it, and I think they did a great job. Probably not as much action as Marvel fans would probably like to have, but it was very enjoyable for me. At number 4, it was a newer movie I watched, which would be 40 Acres. Um, I really like Danielle Deadwyler. I believe she is a bona fide star. And if you think about 40 Acres, you think about the same 40 Acres and a Mule. And this was sort of like that. I guess you could say it's a sci-fi futuristic a survival story. That's the way I think about it. That's a survival story. It was very intriguing. It was very action packed. It was paced good. It flowed. It had characters besides Dan Weller that I really enjoyed and connected with, and I really liked this movie, and it was a very huge surprise. Next, I have Ballerina. Um, I liked all of the John Wicks respectively. I think as they got progressively, the sequels got progressively more aggressive, I can say. And Ballerina did not disappoint for me. I mean, she was not invincible, and she held her own in fights, and it was definitely whoever choreographed the stunts and the fights should definitely get an awards mention. My top two picks, my top two picks. First is F1. I went into this movie not really knowing anything about racing. Being from from Detroit and from Michigan, we only really had the Grand Prix, but I was never a fan like that. And this really gets like inside baseball, I guess you can say, of F1 racing. It was fast paced, it was explosive, but it wasn't any explosions to say. But I like the story. I like the characters of Brad Pitt and Dancing Hendricks played, and I think they did a hell of a job. And my number one is Sinners. I mean, what can you say about it? It's obviously the number one top rated movie of early this first half of this year, but I believe come Oscar time, they will be calling Sinners' name in multiple awards category. I mean, from the director, from the actors, from costume design, from music, this thing had everything. It was a four quadrant picture, as they like to say. It hit on every level for me, and I've probably for most people in America at least, in that enjoyed it. And that is my top 10 list of the first half of the summer. Now I'm going to go into mild but not heavy spoilers for Superman. Um, I tell people like this: if you've seen a James Gunn film and you liked it, then the chances are that if you go to another James Gunn film, you'll kind of like that one too, because his sensibility is even keeled. Is he doesn't stray one way or another. I will put it to you like that. His humor is bro humor. It's like a teenager going into an adult humor, but it works a lot of times. Maybe not every time, but a lot of times. This movie worked for me on every level. It didn't start with the origin spoiler. It didn't start with the origin. It jumped you into the fray and said, "Hey, either you getting on this ride or you ain't. You can let it pass by or you can jump on." And I love that too. It didn't hinder to the old rules of the Christopher Reeve Superman, which it paid homage to that in some ways. Um, it was so the information was there. The thing about the thing about this Superman is it gave you the information and then it kept going. It kept going. It kept going. So um, I think you should really check this movie out. I give it a 9 out of 10. It's easily one of the best movies this summer, and it's probably going to be on my top 10 list at the end of the summer, unless maybe 10 more movies that come out between now and the end of the year are worthy of that, which I don't think so, but this probably definitely be on my list. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you again.